Guys, poor thing, Justin Bieber. Well, okay, now I guess I know he's really a man, but the thing is, it's crazy that this man. I was just trying to look for the episode where he was like, Justin Bieber knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff. Cause little bro Puff, come on, little bro Puff, like really? And that sounds sus. I don't know if people actually caught that back then. I never seen that show. I mean that episode of that show. I don't remember what show. I don't know if it was Ellen or what that show was, but it's on here. On You could find it on YouTube. But like he just was talk about he had legal guardianship. Puff said he had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album or something like that. It's on here. But he also stated that he had legal guardianship of him, but he doesn't have legal guardianship of Justin Bieber on this. And he's you see what the title says: Did he buy his Lamborghini filled with baby oil for a young Justin Bieber? He's 15 years old on this video, I believe. And he was like, when you get a little older or something, he said, then you get the house. And I was like, he a MF in live, because first of all, poor thing, because when I heard Justin Bieber talking on here, he sounds so sweet and innocent. I'm like, oh, poor baby. And then the thing that made it worse is what Diddy said at the end. I don't know if this app is going to allow you to hear it, but let me see.
Of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So, and we gonna go full crazy. Going crazy.
And then poor Justin Bieber, he said, going crazy. He probably didn't know what that mean. Because the way he said, we gonna go full crazy. That's Diddy said that like he know what he getting ready to do. And Justin Bieber have no clue about what they finna do. So, that's just so sad because like, I don't know. I was gonna go back to because I don't know if it'll let you hear how Justin Bieber.
I mean, wherever you wanna go. Where are we going?
Baby, he sounds so cute. He said, "Wherever you wanna go." Poor thing. So that I feel sad though because they take advantage of kids. Now he's older here, but they be taking advantage of children because P Diddy gives Justin Bieber a car. And look at these grown. All of them might not be grown, but they going crazy for him, bro. These people be under a spell, going that crazy for a kid. Like you just got to touch him. Like watch in the beginning, these ladies they mouth wide, dropped open, and everything. I guess that's his car for cheating on Justin Bieber. Either it's his toy, so he don't tell about like he probably hurt him a little too hard when they was back doing what they was doing, so he had to buy a car. And I'm sorry to make it sound like a joke, it's not, but it pisses me off though. But at the same time, I'm saying that because like, why would you buy a car for him like that? But then he's with you for the next 48 hours, and then another video he's talking about how Justin Bieber knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff. And that just sounded sus to me already. You know how when parents sometimes feel bad, they beat their kid ass too much or too hard, and they feel guilty, so they'll go and buy them something. Or maybe he cheated on him. That's what it almost looked like, because you know how that pastor back then, I forgot his name, but I can see his face. He kept cheating on his wife. Every time he cheated, he bought her a new car. But I'm glad she finally had enough. Like, I don't care how many cars you didn't buy me, Negro. You ain't finna be disrespecting me publicly like this, publicly humiliating me. And plus, I hope she was just collecting all the cars she can get, so that was her money. So she can sell some of them cars and have it in money. And then take care of herself later on. And see, look, Justin Bieber's 48 hours with Diddy. Why he need to be with you for 4? It don't sound right. It don't even sit right in my spirit the way he said it. Like that's why they don't hire people like me for certain jobs like that. Like if we were video editors, or like if we were people who were like the cameramen or they won't send people like me certain places because we pick up on stuff like that. And we be like, hell no, what you think you doing? We might stand up and say something, or if we know we can't do nothing at the time, we'll go back and report it. Or if we don't report it, we'll have it in our minds, in our spirit, excuse me, in our souls, and we'll remember and know what people are really doing out here in this. Like it looked like a regular day on this video. But and other people, some people probably headed going hiking, going to the beach. Meanwhile, you got mugs like this trying to undermine children. See, like, even though he's a teenager, but still, he was just looking up to the guy. It's like they create this experiments for you to expect, like, you feel like you're lucky, you blessed to be around like a mogul or something like that. Meanwhile, they're over there trying to get that ad. But it was a video, like he was on a show, but I'm pretty sure you guys can find it. I might not find it. I think it was this show. Oh, it was probably Ellen that they were on. I'm not sure, but he was like, like, you know better than to be talking about the things he does with Big Brother Puff. I'm like, how you gonna talk to him like that? And that must have been during the 48 hours or something that they went and did that show. Cause how you was with him again? He must have loved it, that young tender. Cause look, now he crying, trauma from a black man. I guess he called himself. But yeah, I'm not saying black. I'm not attacking black men like that, y'all, on here. I'm just saying because they keep sending them after me, and those are the only ones that seem to be working with the Hispanic traffickers that were in Hillsboro, Oregon, trying to traffic me and my son. But I kept picking up on what they were doing, so I was leaving every area. They would be standing. There was a group of them. It just didn't look right. Groups of Mexicans standing around on their phone. Even had women working with them, but those women might have been. Oh. That's sirens outside. Somebody playing with the police playing with their siren out there. Shut up, y'all. No, you guys probably can't pick up on it and hear it because the window's closed now. But I heard it because I was like, what's that? What? Out there. But anyways, maybe just a distraction. But yeah, so it just pisses me off about this stuff though, because like they getting away with doing it, but meanwhile you thinking that they good. And the reason why I made this video is to talk about how everybody's been being put under a spell since they were children by watching Disney Channel, like how they put sex on, like subliminal messages. And I remember when I looked at it, I literally did see sex go up in the air as the stardust that went in the sky. They do like this subliminal. Oh my bad. I don't know. Lion King or something like that. Lion King. Can you feel the love tonight? See how it says sex right there? 1995. Yup. I probably was like, so, but why did they have to do that though? The dust that he, like the people were that were the graphers, the videographer, not videographers. I can't think of the name. There are different names coming in my head right now about it. Like the designers, the web designers, the virtual. I'm blanking out the name for these people that do this work for making entertainment online. But why did they have to think about doing something like that? Why did it have to say sex? That's just pissed me off right there. So imagine growing up in life. They're programming you and they're what is that C word? Not condoning you. I said it on another video I recently made, but it's like they dang it. It's in my brain right now, but I can't say the word. Darn it. But that's okay. But you guys know what I mean. Like, oh yeah, conditioning. My bad. But it's conditioning. They've been conditioning us since we were children. So by the time we get older and grow up, we wouldn't be able to see a lot of. It's like basically they were putting us asleep, because children, when we're first born, they're really spiritually inclined. Like my son is so intelligent. Like he's 2 years old. He'll be 3 probably next week. I mean, not probably. Yeah, I think it's next week. He'll be 3. But he's so intelligent, the things I see him pick up on. And so they got to start while we're young. So that's why in shows like this, they're making their subliminal programming and conditioning us so that we be asleep and don't pay attention. See, look at that, a D. Now what he doing sucking on a D, bruh? See, dirty Disney moments. That all that stuff do not need. It's like, see what I mean? Like subliminal programming and conditioning. That's pretty effed. That's effed up, man. Like on well, never mind, I won't say that. Oh hell no! I just picked that out. They made him have a D on the shadow. Uncle Roger. This is crazy, y'all. Stuff I didn't even see too myself. They just do it. This is how the not the covert narcissism. What is it? The subtle gang stalking is too, when people gang stalk you. But when you awake, see, look at that. When you're awake to certain things, see, free candy. That's what they want. And they give kids free candy. Like, that's why I'd be suspicious about certain things. I don't know what that is, but oh, I see. It's the rock he's standing on looks like the shape of a penis with balls, with a scrotum. So yeah, it's just crazy. Look, sex. And the reason why I'm saying this stuff is because I see how people that I've met that had problems with sex so much, like it's my bad. I didn't mean to press that because I don't want them saying nothing about copyright. I guess I have to make one of those reaction channels so they can know, like, oh, I'm doing this for entertainment. Then every video I make, they probably will say copyright, 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 copyright. But no, I'm just showing all this craziness because, like, that's just so wild how, like, they say this, they do that stuff, like, for children. And they try to program us so when we get older, we don't recognize it. But like I was saying about the gang stalking, the people, they do the same thing. Like, sometimes they do it, like, in a way where you don't really recognize it, but you know that it's happening. Once you wake up, it's like you pick up on it and you know that somebody's effing with you. There's different things that they do. And it's kind of like how gang stalking is to other people. The people that's being gang stalked that are awake, they can see these things like this penis on the shadow, but not, and they're pretending it's his penis. Like, I don't understand that. I guess it has to be mostly men doing it. That's why it's a patriarchal system, because why is everything evolving around the male genitalia? But that's just nasty, bro. And they obviously are, you know what, like homos. Because why are you constantly worried about dicks? And putting it everywhere and then associating it with the word sex, and everything got to do with sex. And it mostly is pointing towards, that's why I'm kind of concerned about this patriarchal system. That's why I started picking up 1222 again, on how some men that I've dated in the past, they always seem misogynistic and like the woman's beneath them. They'll use us for sex, but sometimes I feel like they were taking a woman's power from her, like just treating her like she was crap. And there's some men in the past, they loved their woman for real, but like the misogyny and combined with the the toxic masculinity, it made me really see maybe what this patriarchal system was doing or about, because it never set right with me even when I was a child. But I won't get that deep into that right now. I mostly want to focus on how these people are going around programming children to condition their minds when they're little, so when you get older you won't believe such a thing as a rapper like P. Diddy or whatever he is, a producer like P. Diddy is going around with people like Beyonce and Jay-Z, traveling to different countries and also paying off parents or like tricking them. I think the parents be knowing too, they just want to, I don't know, but like they traffic in children, using children's innocence for their own, like energy harvesting off of little children and in various different ways. And I feel like they subliminally program and condition the minds of adolescents, mature adults as well, because they start off for when they're young, so it's like a spiritual thing. They already, like, they understand what they're doing, but we don't. Especially when we're little kids, we're just living. But when we're older and we wake up to these things, I believe somebody knows about this, but they were afraid to talk about it. So like they program us when we're kids, and then they wait till we get adults. So the programming starts when we're young, and it carries all the way out to most of our lifetime in different subtle ways. I'm talking about through media, such as the newspaper. That's why I said I said the prayer that I got from John Eckhart about but I had said I take authority over the princes of the media, the authority of the media, or some. I mean, I take authority over the princes of media, or the prince of the media, or whatever. the powers of the media to control. I gotta go find that prayer. I wrote it down. Like I took some of his prayers and I tweaked it to in my own way to say the prayers that fit my warfare situation. And now I see why. But yeah, this is why, because now I see why he said such a prayer like that. Anyways, because look at what the media is doing. The people who run and control the media, this is what they've been doing all this time. That's why it's controlled by a particular percentage of people, because they want to dictate what your subconscious mind is picking up on, all the little subtle witchcraft, subliminal messages that they're putting your mind in under a spell, so you won't wake up to realize what's really going on. And God is I won't get into that right now, but now I see how the Most High God, he still won anyways. They thought they was winning because of how long it's been going on, but everyone's waking up now. I guess the spell has been broken, and thank you to everyone around the world who's participated and worked in silence or behind the scenes to help break the spell that these like Conrads has been putting us under. I'm just saying that to be more polite than the name I actually want to call them, but these people that have been putting us under spell since we were children, so we wouldn't know or believe, like we were living in la la land, thinking that, that's why some women be put under the spell. The men love to say, oh, don't be living these fairy tales that Disney taught you, blah blah blah, and Disney put us under these fairy tales. That's why they did that, so when we get with these handlers, that it's easier for them to control us. The men know what they're supposed to do and the women know what they're supposed to do. I'm talking about according to how they were programmed, the different sex when they were the genders when they were growing up, since they were growing up. And because the parents don't know about this stuff, they're not awakened to this, they just watch it like, oh yeah, let's go watch a Disney movie. That's why I am so strict on what I let my son watch, and I pay attention to like the subtle things I hear people saying in some of the videos, even down to Miss Rachel's show. I pay attention to what's in it, because you never know. Anybody, like a man said, don't be surprised. Like everybody, it's something he said that I agree with. It was something along the lines of, basically anybody can turn on you at any given time, but that's not what he said. But it was something like that, and I agree, because around that time is when people were turning on me, and they didn't even have a reason to, but they just did it because, and that they would still smile on my face. Even the women at the what you call it, public storage. I knew it was something to it, because all of a sudden too much gang stalking activity picked up over there at that public storage. And even though she was telling me like she noticed, I'm like, how does she notice though? But it's still happening. And then she was doing certain things like going upstairs with me and popping up on the same floor I was up there, and she did that like 2 or 3 times, and then she bust out laughing one time when she did. I'm like, what is she doing? But anyways, it's on one of the videos, on another video on the channel. You see where I'm at the public storage, where these people come trying to antagonize me, and I'm not even worried. I'm like, what is their problem? Like, they came and parked right by me, looking dead up, like trying to start crap with me, and like damn, bro. And I got away from them and went in the garage, and the other lady was talking mess, and I told them to get away from me. And then she looked back like she ready to see if I'm about to run up on them and fight. Like, be pleased, that's my move. I wait for you to run up on me so you can get what you don't expect. Because I can look at them, never mind, I'm not going to go into that. But yeah, it's just this conditioning and this programming since we were little children, and different various, whether it be in music. That's why they have such a thing for people to like go and make music, like make money putting out music, because the people know about how songs can put you, the words that it's like hypnotic, it puts you under a spell. And I know, because I wrote music in the past where I sang it, and then all of a sudden it started manifesting in my life, and that's just like the top of the iceberg. That's why I was kind of careful on some of those songs that I was writing, because I saw how, even though it was very creative and people might have liked those songs, but it was like a spell. And then I started making the better songs that if people heard it, it was like positive type music, that if other people sing that song, it would manifest confidence in their lives. It would manifest all kind of things that were good. And my mom took the book that I wrote. I made an album with 16 songs, and she tossed it in the trash. So, and that's when I knew my family was like not, that was one of the ways how I knew my mom was against me for some reason. And I didn't know why, even though I loved her so much. But yeah, anyways, just be mindful, guys, of, if you can, of certain things you have your children watching, like the subliminal programming. And it's really tough because, anything with Disney, I'm skeptical, but I did have my son watch it. And one thing I noticed is some shows with on Disney, my son does not even like it. He's not interested in it. And he's still spiritually inclined right now, where I feel like my son can pick up on certain things that even I wasn't aware of at the moment, but because I see how he reacts to it, it brings my attention on it. And like, like, yeah, anyway, I won't say that, but yeah, I was gonna say something about a lady. She picked up on me being observant like that, and I think it was because she was being paid to gain stock while she come visit at my apartment. But it was something I picked up on, and I basically was indirectly putting it back in her face that I know that what she was doing. And then she mentioned it. She was like, "Yeah, you're pretty good at picking up on things like that." And the way she said it, and squinted her eyes, and then it was off to the side, looking off to the side, like she was thinking about why she said that. But anyways, I just want to make sure people start to see these things, maybe how some people think Diddy's such a wonderful person and we're just bashing him because we're jealous of him. No, I don't think so. People, take a look again, see how Disney betrayed us since we were little kids.